Page 32, the old mill. Let's look it over. It's 4 lines long. There's no repeat signs or anything. We'll just go straight through it. Treble and bass clef, 2/4 times. So there's only 2 counts in a measure now, but we're still counting quarter notes. And it's got 1/8 notes all over the place. And then quarter notes and a few half notes. And I see some fermatas at the end. Okay. Simply means we got to count at 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and to accommodate the 1/8 notes. I want to take it one hand at a time and make sure we know what the hands are doing. Right hand, you're starting here, and it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Not too bad, I hope. And the last line, I'll come back to that when I get the hands together. It's easier to see it that way. Left hand's got the 1/8 notes. You're here and here, here, and it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and here again. I'm rotating the arm. I'm just passing weight from one finger to the other. It's the weight that's pushing the notes down. 1 and 2 and 3. And the second line is B. Third line is back to that. Wasn't that fun? Okay, put the hands together then. We're in middle C position. It's the idea, I hope. Let's go down to the last line. If the first 2 measures are fine, now here, the 1/8 notes are split between the hands. It doesn't matter, they're still 1/8 notes. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. They put an LH under that first one because they're telling you to play that with the left hand, because both hands have middle C. Either hand could play it, but they want the left hand to play it. So go ahead and let it. In the last measure, you hold that down as you play that. So for 1 beat or so, you have all 3 notes down at the end. So once I have the notes and the rhythms okay, I go back through and get rid of the hesitation so the 1/8 notes are steady all the way through. Then I think about the articulation. Well, this is fun. We've got staccato in the right hand. Hinge at the wrist here. Short. The accent on the last half note. Give a little extra oomph. Clamps the wrist on this. Don't tense up and play with a stiff wrist. The left hand is just connect. Can you do staccato in one hand and connect the other? That's what they want you to do. Okay. Now I put in the phrasing here, in this piece, it just works out that each line is a phrase. So when before I go to the second line, I lift up. Just a little lift. It's like taking a breath. The left hand, I'd connect it all the way through. These are not phrases in the left hand. It's not a musical sentence. These are slurs. They're telling you to connect them. Because if they didn't put anything there, it'd be up to you. You could play them disconnected if you wanted. But when they do that, the slur, you got to connect them. However, you need to connect the slurs. So just play the whole thing connected in the left. So when you finish the first line, go to the second. Stay down, stay connected. Even though you're lifting up in the right, keep the left hand down. So the mill is just grinding and blah, 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 blah in the background. Last line again. I'm going to connect the left hand here. Now it's all connected pretty much. Okay. Now the fermata at the end. They have to have a fermata in both stabs so the hands stay together. They got to stay together. The point is, where's the fermata? Where do you apply it? Because in the left hand, you get the first note. Do I apply it here and then wait, hold that out before I play that? And the answer is no, because in the upper staff, if you wanted to do that, they would have to put a fermata above the rest to tell you to hold the rest also. No, the fermata goes to the second beat. So the first beat, just 1, 2. And now you hold the second beat out. And that's how that works. So you have to watch out on which beat am I holding out here, because the fermatas are not directly above each other, they're offset. You have to kind of figure out what's going on. So once I get the articulation, then I think about the dynamics. P for piano, soft. This needs to be very soft. Keep it in the background. And that's a danger. Watch out, because this is busy. You're busy. And typically when you get busy, you'll just get loud. It'll just happen. And pretty soon the left hand it's drowning out the right hand because you're just, yeah. So you have to be very careful of that. Listen very carefully and make sure that left hand stays in the background all the way through until the very end, when it finally, the last two measures, the left hand can come out. Yeah. So it's soft, very soft. The accented note will be a sort of a moderately soft. The accent just takes it up a notch. And then the second, you're still soft in the second line, but you're going to crescendo. Come up to about a moderately soft or so, and then back down, and then soft. So, here and then back down. The left hand just stays in the background. Last line, you get the arrow to get softer, so you're going to go down to very soft. Here. The left hand's already very soft, so you just keep the left hand very soft. And you end up very soft, according to what they're saying. Then once I have the dynamics, then I think about the speed. Allegro's quick, but it has to be accurate. So how fast do you want your mill to go? Well, you have to be accurate. It's a range, it's not a set speed. They say, well, what's the metronome marking for that? I don't know, pick one. It's on the quick side. That's my feeling of it. You can play it differently. It's okay. Everybody will interpret it a little differently. That's fine. Let's play it together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics, just notes and rhythms. So I'll give us 2 counts because there's 2 beats in a measure. We're going to go really, really super slow here. Ready and go and. Hold